let's just get right into it real quick. You're getting ready to fight next week, next Saturday at UFC 130 against Tim Boetsch. We'll get some of the generic questions out of the way. How are you feeling in the lead up to this fight? How has training camp gone?
Excellent, and that's no lie. You know what I mean? Had a good camp. Kind of stressful. Trying to, for the most part of my camp, I was doing it by myself. So I'm running my own camp. Running my own workouts, and it kind of got hard and frustrating at first. And then about a month ago, I just brought in Justin McCulley, and he's been the head of my camp thus far, and it's been going good. Feel great, feel strong, and just excited to get in there. I'm ready already. I've been ready for the last 2 weeks, just fine-tuning and preparing myself for whatever happens.
Let me ask you this: why the decision to bring Justin McCulley in with a month left or a month and a half left or whatever it is, and why didn't you bring him in sooner, or what was going on there?
He had obligations, and I really, he's pretty much one of the only guys I knew. I had former coaches, but they had other obligations, and I was kind of by myself. And I told myself, maybe I can do this by myself. And I was doing good in the beginning, but when you start doing things yourself, you can't really get a read on it. You know what I mean? Like, you're going on your training, and then, like I said, it just got frustrating at first. And then Justin's a longtime friend of mine. I met him when I first got off the Ultimate Fighter. When I got off the Ultimate Fighter, I went up to Big Bear, trained with Tito. I met him, and super cool guy. We clicked, and we actually came down to Maui, opened the gym, and we just had a good relationship, and I think we're kind of the same person, style-wise, I called him up, and I was like, hey, what's going down? And he was like, no, I'm free. I was like, hey, you want to come and run my camp for the last month and a half? And then he was just like, yeah, sure, let's do it. And then came down and started getting my shit together on a professional level. And now I feel great and feel good. And, yeah.
Okay, good. What is the biggest change for you from going from training yourself and running your own camps and now bringing Justin in? Where have you noticed the most changes? Is it just in the structure of training?
Yeah, just more structure, the outside look. You know what I mean? Like, an expert's opinion. You know what I mean? He's a black belt. He's been in the game for like a lot of years. So his experience helps, and he has that hard training. Like he's a offspring off of Team Punishment. You know what I mean? He helped Tito for numerous camps, and so yeah, he knows what he's doing. So little different from what I usually do, but you know what I mean? I needed that structure. And I couldn't provide that to myself, being by myself, you know what I mean? So, yeah, everything seems great. Everything's good. He's been in a few of my camps before, and yeah, excited. Can't wait.
Okay, awesome. That's good news. What do you think about Tim Boetsch? This is a guy who's had kind of had mixed success inside the UFC. You're welcoming him to the middleweight division in this fight. What do you think about him as an opponent, and where he poses the most threat to you in this matchup?
Honestly, like I've only seen Tim as a 205 pounder, and like you said, I'm welcoming him into the 85-pound division, the middleweight division. So we'll see. I'm training for the guy who I'm watching every day, and that's a big Tim Boetsch, the guy who fought Brills, the guy who fought Phil Davis, the guy who smashed his previous opponents, David Heath. So for me, it's a little hard just because I don't know what to expect. You know what I mean? He's going to be a smaller fighter from what I've seen on tape, but I think I'm preparing right. I'm preparing for the guy that I'm watching, so anything less is a plus. Or if he's the same weight, then I'm prepared for that. And so, yeah, we'll see. I'm not really that guy to, like, worry about that. A fight's a fight to me. Like, I'll fucking fight anybody if the price is right. You know what I mean? But right now, I got Tim Boetsch. He's in front of me. That's all I care about. And we're gonna do it live on Spike next week Saturday.
That's right. Now tell me. Now you brought that up, so that's on my question list here. The Spike TV thing. That's something that originally, when you signed on to this fight and the lead up to the fight, you weren't going to be on Spike. You were just designated to the preliminary card. But once Frankie Edgar and Maynard pulled out of the main event, the whole deck got shuffled and you got bumped up to Spike TV. How happy are you that you actually get to perform on Spike now as opposed to just being relegated to the undercard, and what's that mean to you?
It means a lot. I'm stoked. In a way, I'm stoked Frankie got hurt, because if not, I wouldn't have been bumped up. But either way, a fight's a fight. I'm just stoked that I still have my job and I'm still performing in the best organization in the world, which is the UFC. And but it's just an added bonus. It's a plus that I get to go out. And now all my family that doesn't come to Vegas, that is not going to be able to come to Vegas to watch me fight, is going to have the opportunity to watch me fight on Spike. And just privileged, man. I'm stoked that they put me up there. They had other undercard fighters that they could have put, but they put me, and I'm privileged. I'm stoked, and thank you, Spike, man. If it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be here. Okay. After all, they gave me my shot on the Ultimate Fighter, and here I am today.
Right. Now, I remember in the past, you and I have done, a few interviews in the past. I remember you at one point, and I don't have all my information in front of me here, but you actually got removed from a Spike card in the past because of comments you made, and I know you remember that too. Do you feel
I can't forget it, no matter how hard I try.
Now that they've put you back on a Spike special, do you feel like that relationship is getting better, and you're back to where you started?
Oh yeah. I talked to the execs. I told them, hey man, I'm very sorry. You know what I mean? I'm a young kid. I don't know the true facts. Like I said, I was just speaking from what I've seen, and it was no facts. And I put my foot in my mouth. I made a mistake, and I paid the consequences for it. And I just thank God I didn't dig myself in a deep hole where I couldn't get out. And I apologize to the head execs and during my last fight, and they told me they accept my apology, and hopefully we have a good relationship from thus far. And but other than that, yeah, I'm just privileged. I'm stoked that they put me on, and they're actually giving this fight another shot.
Yeah, that's awesome. It is. That's great news, man.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? I'm just a hired help. You know what I mean? They're the bosses. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, they get the last say. And yeah, I'm just, like I said, I'm just privileged to be still fighting for them.
Right. Yep. Well,
not too many people can say they fought for the UFC 13 times, and I get to go down in history for the island of Maui to be the only fighter from Maui to be fighting in the UFC. I hope more can break out of there and get up there, but it's up to them. You know what I mean? I can only say and teach so much. Them as fighters got to get up there, but I'm very proud to say that I fought for I'm from Maui. I was born and raised here, and I fought for the UFC 13 times. And not too many people in this country can say they fought that much time for that organization.
Exactly. That's a very good point. Let me ask you this: you flip-flopped here recently. We'll go the last three fights. You lost to Munoz, win over Gorgian, and then a loss to Damian Maia was your last fight. How important is this win for you to get this win? I mean, I know every fight's important, but is there any extra emphasis on going out and performing against Boetsch next weekend to solidify your place on the UFC's roster?
Yeah, just exactly what you said, man. I've been saying it. It's my job. You know what I mean? Like anybody, especially nowadays with our economy here in Hawaii, you need a job. So definitely important for me to keep my job. That's one of my main drives and goals is to stay with the UFC, retire with the UFC one day, and just, I hate sounding like a broken record, keep my job. And that's my motivation in this. I don't want to get fired. I want to have a long, healthy career with the UFC. And Tim Boetsch is going to try and stop me. So it's not set in stone, but every fight I go into is like I'm fighting for my job. And I think that's why I put on exciting shows, win or lose. And it's just, I'm a hungry fighter that needs to eat and needs to feed his family and needs to pay his mortgage. So, and Tim Boetsch is in front of me trying to ruin that for me. So, I would say that's my motivation.
Okay. Now, I have one more question on your last fight with Damian. Obviously, you know this. Everybody knows this. He's the former #1 contender to the title. He challenged Anderson Silva for the belt. He's definitely up there as far as rankings are concerned in your division, and you took him to a decision. What did you learn about yourself in that fight, and what did you learn that you have been able to grow on and improve as a fighter from facing him?
When I fight, I just give my opponents too much respect, and I kind of downplay myself. And not until like third round, maybe ending of the second round, I started telling myself, "Fuck, man, like you're good too, man. That's why you're here with him." And that's when I started like, okay, I give these guys too much respect, like, and which is understandable, man. I'm a fan before I'm a fighter, and I think that was my downfall too. Like I was just like happy to be in there with these guys, with these people that I idolize, and it's kind of still a dream to me. You know what I mean? Like, fuck, I'm fighting for fucking UFC, and over these 6 years that I've been, these 5 years that I've been with them is just flown by. So I matured as a fighter, but like my mindset was still like, oh shit, like I'm still that young kid trying to get in the show. You know what I mean? And so during that fight, I just realized, like, because like I give all total respect to Damian. Like he beat me fair and square. You know what I mean? Like, but no disrespect to his jiu-jitsu and no disrespect to anything. But even when I was in bad positions, like I didn't feel threatened. Like where I was like, okay, I'm almost done. Even when he had my back or mounted, I felt like I was in control. Like not in control, but I could get out of it, and I didn't really feel too threatened. And after that fight, I was just like more beating myself up. Like fuck, I could have beat this guy, or I could have done more, but I gave this guy way too much respect. So I kind of checked that at the door when I left Vegas that last time, and as I've been training. Since the day I got back, I kind of eliminated that from my repertoire, you could say, like just respect. Even my students, like I wouldn't want to beat them up too bad, or even my training partners, I would kind of have a soft spot in my heart, like where I'm not gonna fucking drill them that hard, like where now I just like fuck it, you know what I mean? It's kill or be killed. Like this is how I'm gonna get most prepared for a fight. Is if I destroy you, even though you're my training partner. That's what you signed up for, and you're only getting better when I do that, and vice versa. Like I don't destroy these guys every single day, but that's my mentality, and that's what I got to try and do. Is because I can't be giving these guys too much respect, because obviously it showed. Like win one, lose one, win one, lose one, roller coaster ride. I mean, I still got a job, but I eventually want to get to the top one day, and I'm not going to get to the top winning one, losing, winning. I got to have a more consistent career. So a more consistent winning, and always improving. And I think that was my biggest downfall in the past is I just gave way too much respect to my opponents and everybody in the game, where now, fuck everybody. They're trying to take away my livelihood. They're trying to take away food from my family. And so, like, I'm still that nice guy. I'm still that humble guy, but as of my last fight, fuck everybody, man. If you're going to fight me, come with it. Give me that respect that you're going to come with it, because I don't give a fuck about you or your family, because I'm going to try to take away food away from them.
Awesome. Do me a favor on the record right here. That mentality, I think, is exactly what you need. So can you, in your own words, give a promise to your fans that you're going to continue that trend for the rest of your career? Can you do that?
Oh, yeah, most definitely. Like what I just said, like, man, you live and learn through your experiences in this game, and, like, you got to give it up to the other man because they're training too, you know what I mean? Like Tim Boetsch, I don't know how he's going to come out. He's a tough competitor. He's going to come out swinging. But that's the one thing I promised thus far. Like, I might lose, I might win, I might draw, I might do whatever. But from the second the bell rings, I'm in it to win it. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna give my 110. I know that sounds stupid because everybody says that and you hear it in movies a lot, but it's true. Like, I'm gonna go out there, I'm gonna be relentless, and I'm gonna fight the whole time, and about giving respect. My respect that I gave you is I'm stepping in that cage with you, and it ends there. And I'm just gonna come and I'm gonna fight. And that's it. That's all I gotta do is show up, make weight, fight, put on a good show, get paid, come home to my family, train for the next one.
Awesome. Okay, 2 more questions, Kendall, and I'll let you go. This one's kind of maybe a little bit off topic, but if you could get back any of your losses and get a rematch and show a better performance and get a victory, which guy would you do that against? I mean, like, who's your most hungriest rematch you'd like?
I would say Damien, just because, like, who he is and what he's accomplished in the game. And I don't know if I'm crazy or not, but I still really think I could have beat him. He beat me, like, fuck. I ain't trying to complain, like, shit. Like, I'll be the first guy to shake his hand and tell him. But I feel just who he is, where he's been in this sport, the stuff that he's accomplished, like, fuck, I can beat this guy. And I wouldn't mind fighting him again. Mark Munoz, who's tough as hell, tough as nails. I wouldn't mind fighting him again. And that's pretty much it.
Okay. So, and then my last question would be, give the fans, I know you probably don't want to give away your entire game plan. Nobody wants to do that. But what can they expect to see from you next weekend at UFC 130 against?
I really don't have game plans. Fuck. Game plans usually go out the window. That's one part of my game where I really couldn't, like, you know what I mean? Like, stick with it. Like, 'cause a fight's a fight. You know what I mean? He's going to punch me as hard as he can. I'm going to try and punch him as hard as I can. But, like, with any other Kendall Grove fight, just expect a fight, man. I'm going to try and go out there and put on a good show. I train to fight exciting. Like I said, the other man's trying to do the same thing, and sometimes they throw a monkey wrench in your program, but I'm going to go out there and fight no matter what. Even if he throws those wrenches, I'm just going to get my composure back and try and fucking knock him out or try and submit him. The way I fight is ruthless. So to all my fans, thank you for all the support. Thank you for sticking by me through my ups and downs, my long roller coaster ride through this career. And to all you fake-ass fans that nut ride and just fucking suck my dick. You know what I mean? I don't need you. I got my good fans. I got all my fans that stuck by me. And, yeah, to all my fans, like I said, man, just expect fireworks. I'm going to come out swinging.